Top Republican investigators are demanding answers from the Biden administration about how taxpayer money meant to go to unemployed Americans during the pandemic was stolen by Chinese and Russian syndicates. This is a very real situation. They're also looking into Hunter Biden. For more, let's welcome in ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, Kentucky Congressman James Comer, back with us. Congressman, good morning. Tell us what's going on here.
Well, it's not good. What we've learned is potentially $250 billion in unemployment funds was hacked by hackers in China, Russia, and some other countries around the world. Unfortunately, the government didn't catch this. The state governments were probably the first to start noticing this. I always thought that the unemployment rate was awful high. Of course, the unemployment rate is measured by unemployment claims. When every trying to desperately find workers, the unemployment rate in many of these states where we see the largest amount of hacking was artificially high because the being hacked in a big way.
And are we able to recoup any of the money that's been stolen?
Well, I would hope so, but I don't see how. I mean, these it looks like these hackers were from all over the world, and as you know, they move around a lot. When you get into wire transfers and things, hard oftentimes to recoup the money.
Right.
Certainly, we need to learn from the mistakes and try to fix it where it doesn't happen again. But it's just more proof that the government can't continue to print money and create more safety net programs if they don't have accountability and transparency. And that's what we're going to learn with this unemployment fraud.
This is a real problem, and there's no mechanism in place to recoup money. And we're not talking about a couple of dollars here. We're talking about a huge amount of money. How does Hunter Biden, what's his connection to what's going on?
Well, many of the countries that are the leading suspects in this massive unemployment fraud are countries that he's done business with. I mean, it's just like every time there's a problem in the world, it seems that Hunter Biden's fingerprints are all over it, and the Biden administration about it. The Biden administration will talk about problems in countries where Hunter hasn't had a financial relationship before, but in the countries where he has, it's crickets from the Biden administration.
Yeah, and it goes beyond punitive. It's interesting, if the shoe were on the other foot and this were Donald Trump Jr., I think this would be a much, much different situation with the way it's being covered. While I have you, Congressman, I just wanted to get your reaction. The Wall Street Journal coming out with the Consumer Price Index numbers moments ago. Inflation now at a 39-year high, 6.8%. This is the highest it's been since 1982. It's also the highest year-over-year increase we've had since 1982. Basically, 11 months of Joe Biden, and we have the biggest increase in inflation in 40 years. Your take?
Well, Republicans have been talking about this for months. It should come as a surprise to no one. If the government continues to print money, continues to spend trillions of dollars unnecessarily, obviously you're going to have inflation, and that's what we have. And if this Build Back Better inflation number is going to go up probably another 50%. Inflation is a tax on the poor, and it's something that the Biden administration campaigned against. They said they were going to try to help people get out of poverty. And the sad part of this is Democrats really believe that the solution to poverty, the solution to inflation, is just spend more money, when all that does is fuels the fire.
Yeah.
Are going to continue to stand firm against this unnecessary spending, and let's hope and pray that Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema hold the line and don't pass this extra, $3 trillion spending boondoggle.
Unbelievable. Congressman Comer, thanks so much for making time with us on a Friday morning. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.